Sorry, I actually discovered a better approach to the one I'd previously been using while I was shooting the last video. So I'll splice this in and let's just carry on. As I was saying, you might have multiple blocks on your guitar signal path that you want applied identically to your synth signal path. So, copying and pasting all of them is obviously not efficient. So the better approach would be to simply go to your guitar output and send it to your synth input, which for us presently is path 2A. What surprised me, and which led me to stop the previous video, was that when you send it to path 2A, which already has an input of USB 3 and 4, the Helix will just mix them right there. I had previously been setting up two paths and mixing them with a splitter here, or a merge rather. So in any event, now our guitar is running through all of this signal processing, going to this input, mixing with the input from our synthesizer, and they're both seeing this nice rich reverb here, which makes this reverb redundant. So I'm going to just delete it. And now we find guitar, reverb, piano with reverb. Very nice. And previously, when I had the input point from 1A to 2A and a separate path with the input from our synthesizer, I would have a gain block here so that I could do relative mixing between the two. But it occurs to me now that I could just, well, actually, I take that back. There's no gain level on this guy. So mixing might be easier if we were to do something like this. We'll add a gain block. We'll drag it down here. Make ourselves a new input. 3, 4. Set this guy to none. Now we've got a path dedicated to our guitar and a path dedicated to our synth. So if I felt that my piano was a little quiet relative to my guitar, I could simply goose that. Nice and flexible. Of course, you may have noticed I've lost my reverb on the piano, and that's because this merge point, whoops, needs to precede the reverb. Reverb, same reverb. And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So I may be back with some actual applications later, in terms of music, but I think that gets the idea across. Thanks.